good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you all know that I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and I also have a Patreon which launched on September 6th, and I'm very excited to get that fresh, new, and exclusive content out to you. So if you would like to know more about either of these things, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the links for either of those. But for this pick a card reading, we're just going to be figuring out what's next. Spirit has been kind of hounding me all morning as I'm filming other pick a card readings and doing some editing that we just need to know what's coming next. So that's what we're doing for this pick a card reading. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on piles number 1, 2, and 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please, please, please remember though, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you in your life and go ahead and just leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. All right, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what is next for you or what is up ahead. And we're going to go ahead and start with the first 2 cards. Then I'm going to deal out on camera a couple of tarot cards, and then we'll get additional guidance from the rest of the oracle cards. So what do we have here? Leadership was the card you used to select your pile right here. And we also have the Bergamot essential oil card. Bergamot brightens spirits and attracts prosperity. So that might be something you can diffuse or use as an essential oil to brighten your spirit and attract prosperity. But as a result of you taking on a more leadership role in your own life and in the lives of others, those who you are looking to help out in some way, this could even be at work. Maybe you're being promoted to some sort of leadership position or just hierarchy, more hierarchy than where you're at right now. But as a result of this leadership, you're going to be able to brighten not only your own spirits and attract your own prosperity, but you're going to help inspire other people to do the same, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what else is up next for group number 1. Okay, we got a card here. We got that 5 of Swords. What else is popping on in? Here we go. The 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So what do we have here? Yes, that prosperity is coming in hot, but this isn't just something that's been handed to you out of nowhere. This is something you've worked hard for. Hard work paying off, even if it's not in this, like, they're showing me someone who has actually switched jobs recently or taken on their own endeavor, left an old job, and the hard work you put in at that old job may seemingly look like it's just fallen flat and there's nowhere for it to go. But it's like the hard work you've put out by letting the universe know you're willing to work for some beautiful prosperity in your life is now going to come to you in another way, if that makes sense. Those of you who are at the same place and doing the same thing, just know that everything you've been doing and are continuing to do is going to pay off in such a major way. But with this 5 of Swords here, this person to me I always think they have a headache or something, and Spirit, this crow here, is just talking in their ear. And to me, I'm not seeing this really as you fighting with a bunch of people, having a lot of conflict. For the most part, this is just you having conflicting thoughts within your own mind, beating yourself up for not being enough, doing enough, having enough, whatever it is. But also, like, spiritual upgrades are coming in. We've got almost this aurora borealis kind of look in the background here, and this person is like, I just heard I'm king of the world from, you know, Jack on Titanic, the movie Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm king of the world. So don't let these thoughts that are kind of clashing against themselves in your own mind stand between you and what it is you want. Because remember, Spirit is also talking in your ear and letting you know the right way to take on this amazing leadership ability in your life. So up next, what do we have? We've got love and light and leadership. I wish now. I was debating, should I shuffle on camera or should I just get this done and just move right into the readings so we can spend more time doing readings rather than shuffling? I should have shuffled because I love the synchronicity here. 2 leadership cards. Take charge of this situation. So take a leadership role in your life, at work, in your family, just in any situation you're in. You're being asked by Spirit to take on a leadership role, especially if this is in a relationship or something that's going on in your life that feels very stuck, or like you're waiting around for other people to make choices and stuff. This to me feels like you are taking charge of the situation. Maybe you're calling up those people you're waiting on and saying, hey, just wondering where you're at with this. I think in the meantime, I'm going to do X, Y, or Z just to get the ball rolling on this. And you might come to find out that this person either forgot about whatever's going on here, or they're like, yeah, I know, I need to get to that. And just you calling and taking that action will kind of light that fire under their butt to get going on something. For mothers, this could be mothers with kids still at home. This could be you just saying, hey, we're going to do something fun today, and then just taking that leadership role and showing and leading by example with your kids, but also love and light. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. And pairing that up with this bergamot card, you are brightening spirits of other people. You're brightening your own spirit, staying out of those limiting beliefs, those negative thoughts in your head. This is really going to help you bring on this new light. But of course, if you are feeling these things, if there's a lot going on in your head, ask why. Ask your body, is this something I need to work through? Is this something I need to heal? And listen for the answer, because if it is, you need to feel it to heal it, to deal with it, rather than just telling those thoughts to go away and love and light, love and light. No, we're not about spiritually bypassing here on my channel. We are all about facing whatever it is that's coming up for us so we can move through it. All right, what else? What else is going on? We also have the spider spirit with the number 56. Make your dreams real. And the number 56 adds up to an 11. And I don't know about you guys, but lately I've just been seeing 11s and 111. Just an 1111, just like completely, totally off the chain. Example, I was watching someone else's pick a card reading not that long ago, and I saw 111 likes and 1 dislike, but you add all that up, it's 1111, 1111. But you really are working to make your dreams real, and for some of you, that is taking on a leadership role. And the ultimate leadership role a person can take on is to be the head of a family, or to be the head of your own business, or something at work. I mean, not maybe the ultimate leadership role, but you get what I'm saying for the sake of the reading. You are making your dreams a reality very soon. That hard work is paying off, and you're going to realize that, wow, a lot of the goals I've set for myself, I've already accomplished. So now it's time to sit down and make some new goals with that 11. Just take inspired action to do something new and go in a new direction. But we also have the number 52, Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. And to me, these are 2 very magical cards as well. But with this number 52, it adds up to 7, which is all about, that very spiritual number I'm always talking about here. So you guys might be a life path number 11, a life path 5, a life path 6, and a life path 2, maybe even a life path 7. For some reason, they're wanting me to talk about the life path numbers. So if you don't know your own numerology, you can go to free life path calculator or free numerology calculator to find out your numerology, because knowing a little bit about yourself might really help you kind of know where you've been, who you are, where you're going. But magic is working through you. Remember, your divine life purpose is to bring healing, light, and love to this world. So that magic really is working through every action you take, every move you make. I'll be watching you. No, we're not singing police songs. No, magic is working through you, and you can see that very clearly as hard work finally paying off. So let's get a little word of advice what's coming up in your relationships. If you are single, this can, still apply. Single or coupled, you can still apply this to any relationship in your life. But we have here the pleasure card. I give myself permission to feel pleasure and let the pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over-the-top abundance. There's that abundance and prosperity word yet again. Then I realized that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. So in relationships, this pleasure card is really highlighting that alone time, giving yourself your own pleasure, happiness, and fulfillment, instead of looking for that through your other relationships in life, especially those couples out there that you expect your partner to pleasure you, take that any which way you will, or bring you happiness and fulfillment and contentment in life. It is not your partner's job. Yes, they can aid and help in that, but it's definitely not their job to make you feel content and happy and fulfilled. That is your job. Happiness is an inside job, not an outside job. But we also have teamwork. That being said, your own pleasure and happiness is your responsibility, but that doesn't mean you can't work together to create even more pleasure. That's the beautiful thing. Teamwork. I'm determined to be a good teammate in all of my relationships. If we disagree, I'll resist the urge to place blame and look for a way to solve the problem together. When we're a team, everything's a game, and when we're on the same side, nobody can lose. Not even the Cubs. Finally, I love the little digs that these cards give. They're very, very sassy cards. I love that. But just working with people, even if you're agreeing to disagree or just not completely on the same page with other people in your life, just working for the common goal, because you will find more often than not, especially in love relationships, you are on the same team. You ultimately do want the same things. It's just that maybe you're wanting to, the two of you, go about it completely different ways. And remembering, yes, we're on the same team. Maybe we're just trying to complete this goal or do this thing in totally different ways. We're still wanting a common good and working together. That's the name of the game. So that is what's up next for you, group number 1. You will have to let me know below what you thought, if this resonated. Any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you, you, right there, right here back at The Done Creative. Also over on my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week. And also on my new Patreon, where we've got currently 19 patrons at the time of my filming. And we are having so much fun over there already. I just cannot wait to see where this community goes. But if you want to check out either of those things, the links for those are in the description below. And I love you guys so much. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected this purity card as your pile, this is going to be your message for what is up next. And we're going to just kind of start with these first couple of oracle cards and then get some more guidance from the tarot, which we will shuffle here on camera, and then the other pre-shuffled oracle cards. So we have the purity card here. So really what I'm getting between the two of these, because grapefruit, you have the grapefruit essential oil card as well, uplifts and detoxifies, and then you have purity or purification is the word I'm really hearing. Spirit is letting you know that coming up, you're going to be able to clear out, clean out, detoxify, purify anything that really, especially that's already on your radar, that's really no longer serving you. This could be old clutter, old thought patterns and belief systems. This could be just ways of operating and like heavy metal toxicity, cleaning up your home as far as using more economical and environmentally friendly cleaners, things that are less toxic and less chemicalized that will actually resonate better with your body. You're just cleaning house. You're just cleaning it all up. And this is really good because it's really going to uplift your mood. You're going to feel really good about once it's all said and done and finished. You're going to look around your home and see it all bright and spiffy and just be like this big breath of fresh air. I know I could definitely take a page out of your guys' book because this is something I'm really wanting to do around my own home. Okay, so what else is coming in hot for group 2? What's ahead for group 2? Here we go. Here's the first one. Ooh, we have the 9 of Wands. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Keep on keeping on. Okay, I think we're getting 3 cards. Yep, I tried to avoid it, but Spirit's like, no, we're taking them all. Ooh, 2 major arcana energies to pair up with what the rest of what we got here. Let's do that. How's that? Okay, so the 9 of Wands is all about you're so close to the finish line, don't give up. But if this is something you've been needlessly and really struggling with, and you know it's really not going anywhere, then maybe this is time for you to go ahead and clean house and be at the end of that cycle with that 9 there and just clean it up and be done with it. Others of you, this is something you're really excited about, something you've been working toward for a very long time that is very close to the finish line, very close to completion. So keep on keeping on with that because it's so close. You're so close. We also have the Emperor and the Lovers. So yeah, maybe coming up, for you. This is really highlighting a very beautiful and powerful relationship in your life. Doesn't always have to be sexual or romantic, but it can be. Those of you who are single, this could be someone new. Those of you already in a relationship, this is just a renewal or spark in the relationship. And this I'm hearing is sacred union, sacred partnership, divine union, divine partnership, all those things. You guys really are wanting a more spiritual connection with the one you love, and even in all your other relationships as well. But also this sometimes does come with a decision that needs to be made in a very significant relationship in your life. Maybe you've been spending too much time with a specific friend and you're just feeling a little drained every time you hang out with this person rather than re-energized. So maybe this is just letting that person know, hey, I know we've been hanging out a lot, but I really do need to buckle down and get some work done, or, not neglect my other friends or whatever it is. Even though no is a complete sentence, I think a lot of times if we can kind of let people know why, or, what our motivation is for changing our mind on something, it doesn't make them take things personally. Okay, so we also have this Emperor card. So this could be a very significant divine masculine energy in your life. That may be a father or a father figure, a mentor, a boss, a significant other, especially if they're older than you or very serious and feel, just like an old soul. This could be someone playing a very specific role coming up for you that is very transformational, and maybe they are the one helping you detoxify and purify things in your life. This could also be like a doctor or a healer of some sort. Doesn't always have to be a man. We don't have to take it male, female. We don't have to do them that way. Whatever resonates for you. But this could be some sort of healer or doctor or someone giving you really good sage advice on ways you can clean up your act, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All right, let's get a couple more of your oracle cards on the table. We've got here also builder and artist. So coming up, there's something you want to build. There's something you want to create. And maybe you guys are already in the thick of creating that and you're about to see this beautiful creation come to life and pay off. Some of you, this could be you working with your hands with like woodworking, or I just heard even building a website, someone that's been wanting to build a website or some sort of online presence, social media, place where you're making new content, you're building new content, creating content, and it's really going to pay off. Because for some of you though, this could be this decision you're making is, I really want to do this side thing, and then the side thing actually becomes the main thing, and then the main thing becomes nothing because you've moved on from an old job or something that's no longer serving you. But you got to build it. I just heard, if you build it, they will come. So some of you need to buckle down and build this thing that you've had this idea on. And you're going to have that kind of leadership energy in your life. A lot like group 1 was all about the leadership, but you guys are taking on a leadership role in your own life with this Emperor to actually take action in the direction of your dreams. But with this artist card, it says engaging in artistic activities can benefit your career and every other area of your life. So even if the thing you're building, you don't consider it very creative, you're putting your little creative tilt or spin onto it, so it feels very personalized. Whatever it is you're creating is very personalized. For some of you, this thing you're creating and building could be your family, especially with this Lover's card, a decision you're making. Should we try for a baby this month or not? Should we do this? Should we not? A decision you're making for your family to build a legacy or to build something that will carry you through the coming years. But many of you are just wanting to get down and dirty with your artistic endeavors, which is really beautiful. Even if you're not looking to monetize these things you're creating, it's really going to aid you and benefit you, because when you can get in that creative flow state, that's when you can really connect to your spirit. All right, what else do we have going on for group 2? Wow, we've got the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. So you guys really are, as a result of clearing out an old cycle, finishing up this old task. It doesn't have to feel old, like, oh, this is, old and dirty and I don't want it anymore. But, the energy, you want something new and fresh. And as a result of you finishing out this old thing, this old cycle, this old project, you're getting a fresh new start. Could be, again, going back to builder and artist, very creative thing that you're doing. So be very open, be open-minded, be open to trying new things as well. We have also the number 59, and 5 plus 9 equals 14, and 1 plus 4 equals 5. So big changes are coming as a result of you being more open-minded and just open to new opportunities, I just heard as well. And then we also have the number 4. So the number 4 is all about building something solid and stable. So maybe pairing that up with a builder card, you're building new support systems in your life, more supportive relationships, more income. I'm seeing maybe multiple streams of income or a new stream of income coming in for you this month. But with the Badger Spirit here, it says be fearless and bold. And I'm also seeing, as a result of you, being open to that infinite impossibility and being very fearless and bold and just taking all the old and recycling it into something new. This is beautiful because as a result of you doing that, Spirit is bringing you like a big truckload of new opportunities. But you've got to sometimes just be fearless and bold and just kind of almost like 8 of Wands energy mixed with the Fool energy mixed with the Emperor energy. You just gotta do the thing and take action, which is beautiful. And you're gonna have support of your guides, angels, and crossed over loved ones and other people in your life as you do this. So for the rest of this coming in hot, what do we got? I'm actually gonna bring these down a bit so we can actually read what's going on. We've got here loyalty. So these relationship cards, these don't have to actually be just with a significant other, although you can tailor them to that as well. These can be for couples or singles, and also for any relationship in your life, with a boss, with a friend, with a whoever you got in your life. So we've got loyalty. I'm there for the people I care about in whatever way they need me. Ride to the airport, no problem. Bail you out of jail, you bet. Go see your band again, maybe. The point is, when I stand with them, I know I'm part of something special, and to be honest, it doesn't suck to look around and remember you're standing with me too. That's beautiful. And really pairing that up with the Lovers, it's really finding those beautiful and supportive connections coming up that is going to really lend to help you complete what you need to complete and then start whatever new thing it is you're looking to start. We also have the Integrity card on his little wall here. It says home is where the heart is. So it says, I align with the center of myself, a glowing core of personal integrity. Emanating from the core is the knowledge that I never have to compromise who I am or what I want for anybody, especially pairing it up with the Lovers. You don't have to choose to be less than to be in any kind of relationship. I can live a life that doesn't include settling unless I want to settle, in which case settling would be my idea of perfection and would cease to be considered settling. Paradoxes hurt. So this is you not just bending to the will of everybody else, but really standing firm in what it is you want, what it is that's really aligning with your soul and lighting you up from the inside out. And you're going to see that actually inspires other people rather than turns them off. And if it does turn off certain people in your life, maybe it's just meaning that you being your authentic self, you don't really align with these people, but them leaving your life will actually make room for those who do align with your authenticity and your integrity and your purpose here. So I hope that resonated for you, Group 2. This was beautiful. You have a lot of good stuff coming up, and I'm so excited I could be the bearer of good news for you today. I'm just excited. I don't know what it is today. You guys have got me pumped, and I love it. I love you. If it resonated or not, go ahead and leave me a comment sharing any stories or whatever it is you want to talk about your reading down there. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at The Nun Creative, and also over on my live stream channel, The Nun Creative Live, linked in the description, and also my new Patreon, where we're having a heck of a good time over there, also linked in the description below if you want to check that out. All right, everyone, I love you. Bye! All right, group number 3 are those of you who selected this trust card as your cover here. This is going to be your reading for what you can expect or what's coming up next for you. And we're going to go ahead and start with these cards here, and then I'm going to shuffle on camera a couple tarot cards and then get into your other pre-shuffled oracle cards. So what do we have here? We have the Trust card, and I just love this. It's so quaint and cozy and just gorgeous. I love it. It reminds me of a time that I can't point to. It's nostalgia for somewhere I don't think I've ever been, but maybe in a past life. I don't know. It's just beautiful imagery. But this is just trust. Trust yourself, especially pairing that up with this Rose card here. These are the essential oil cards. It says Rose, essential oil, nurtures love for self and others. And pairing that up with trust, this is you trusting yourself and loving yourself. And the more you love yourself, the more you trust yourself. And the more you trust yourself, the more you love yourself. See, it keeps rolling and rolling just like that. And there will be a handful of really specific people in your life that are not you, but other people in your life that you're being asked to trust or give the benefit of the doubt coming up, because they're, even if it kind of goes against their past character, it's like they're changing, they're morphing into more authentic versions of themselves, and maybe the way they presented themselves in the past just wasn't their authentic self. So if you judge them by past actions, sometimes, you're gonna lose out on something instead of giving them the benefit of the doubt. So just keep that in mind coming up. Let's go ahead and get into your tarot cards for group 3. Almost said 2. Group 3. What is next for group 3? Anything exciting going on? What's coming up? Okay, we got 2 right here that want to come out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then whoa, I dropped a whole bunch of crystals. Dang it. I hate when I do that because sometimes they crack. I think we're good. But anyway, on the back of the deck, we've got the Lovers and the Ace of Wands. So I saw that, so I figured I'd at least mention it. We had the Lovers in pile 2 as well. So there are some major transformational things going on in your guys' relationships. I don't want to cover the beautiful imagery here. But yeah, I probably should because I gotta lay these out. So how about we do that? We'll compromise. We'll keep half of each. How about that? Okay, so there is a major decision for many of you that is taking place in your love life. If you don't have anyone in your love life and no one on the radar, this just could be your relationship dynamics with anyone who's not you. Even if you are in a relationship and things seem to be going great in the relationship, this could be pertaining to a parent, a friend, a child, a coworker, a whatever. Take it as it resonates because I'm seeing multiple scenarios playing out here. But this has to do with a soulmate connection. And again, soulmates don't always have to be romantic partners. They can be your children, your parents, your cousins, long lost friends that feel like family. They can be just about anybody. Your soul knows. So this to me feels like a soulmate connection that you have to make a pretty big decision on. And I think this is where that trusting yourself and trusting and giving the benefit of the doubt to this other person is going to come into play. Because with this Tower, the old dynamics, the old wounds, traumas, resentment, guilt, everything that's just not feeling so pretty in the relationship is about to die and be a thing of the past. And as a result of the Tower card, the next card in the deck is the Star, which we didn't get that, but maybe some of these other oracles have some star energy within them, because that's really what I'm feeling after this kind of death blow to not actual relationships, but dynamics within relationships that are no longer serving you. It's like you're keeping the relationship but getting rid of the yuckiness within it, is really how I read this. Although for one person watching this, you're actually ending a friendship and you still feel very soul connected to this person, but it's just too hurtful because this person has lied to you, this person has deceived you in some way, or they're just not there for you like you are for them, and you're just realizing that your energy will be better spent in another direction. But this is where trusting your intuition is going to be key. Okay, so let those walls come down that are meant to come down and ready to come down, and open up for something new dynamics, fresh energy coming into your relationships. Okay, that being said, we're going to grab a couple of your oracle cards. We've also got travel and writing coming in hot. So some of you might be travel writers. If you're not a travel writer, maybe you are just doing traveling for work, for pleasure, however it resonates, but it says your life purpose involves traveling. So I think some of you are maybe called to a place that just has your heart or your soul, and you don't know why. Maybe it's a place you've never even been, but this is a trip that you've been wanting to make for a long time. So I think in the near future, you're going to be able to actually make this trip or travel somewhere that really brings you this fulfillment. And for some of you, this could be you traveling with a significant other to reconnect, kind of honeymoon energy. I'm picking up honeymoon energy with this. Even if you've been together a long time, you can always have another honeymoon. Even if you're not married, you can have a vacation together, a honeymoon. Even if it is more of a staycation and you're kind of staying in your general area, that'll count too. It's okay. But we also have here writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So you don't have to be an actual author or blogger or anything like that, although you can be, you definitely can be. but this is just you healing with your inspirational words on social media, or those beautiful words that notes that you give to your friends and family in their birthday card, or just writing a quick thank you to somebody and just letting them know how much they mean to you. I mean, a little goes a long way. You don't have to write a whole novel to someone to let them know what they mean to you. Although for somebody, this is that little nod from the universe to say, hey, get back on that book you're writing, get back on that blog post, get back on whatever writing that you've been putting off. Do it. Correspondence, emails, whatever it is, write it out, because you're going to actually have some healing from this. And maybe you're going back and forth with that soulmate person and just trying to figure things out. All right, what else is going on for group number 3? Okay, we have here, let's bring these down. Okay, we have the Hawk Spirit. Let your spirit be your guide, or let spirit be your guide, it should say. And we've got the number 32 here, which adds up to a 5. So there are big changes coming with your trust, with your intuition. Let your spirit be your guide. Let your trust, let your intuition be your guide. You can kind of use these terms interchangeably. And as a result of you trusting your own higher self, your guidance system, you're going to bring these beautiful changes that you want to your relationships and to your life in general. We've also got the number 4 here, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think group 2 had a 4 and a 5. I know for sure they had a 4, number 4 here, but wow, this is all about building supportive and stable new foundations in your life, and you absolutely are. And asking spirit to help, because let your spirit be your guide, asking your higher self, your guides, angels, crossover loved ones for help in establishing more cohesive and authentic connections with those you love. This is really going to benefit everybody involved. And with the mouse spirit, it says tend to the small things. So this writing, the travel, all this stuff you've got going on, it doesn't have to be big, like sweeping actions and, pivotal moments in your life. These could just be little things that add up over time. Like, tend to the small things. I'm just seeing you texting a friend that you haven't talked to in a long time, just saying, hey, thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. I miss you. I mean, you don't have to be all extravagant and, give them the laydown of everything you've been doing and asking them everything they've been doing, but just letting them know with a quick little 1 to 2 sentence message that you're thinking of them and you miss them, or whatever it is. But the little things in your life, maybe just, picking up that dry cleaning, and just all those little kind of annoying things on your to-do list that you kind of, if you're anything like me, you'll drag them from week to week to week in your to-do list, in your agenda or your planner. And like 4 months later, I'm like, I still need to do whatever for that one person. Or like prime example, and I feel horrendous about this, but my brother got married September of 2018. And I still have not finished editing his wedding photos. That's me. I am that guy. It's been on my list for how many years now, and how long? Yeah, I just need to do it. So that's not really a small thing, but it's a big thing that I still should be doing. Maybe me breaking it down into smaller increments and working on a couple photos a day until it's done. Take this as you will. I think I needed to bring that example forward because someone else is dealing with just this large undertaking that they just need to face it, but it just would be more palatable in smaller chunks. Okay, let's get your relationship guidance. This doesn't just have to be your relationships with a significant other. This is your relationships with anybody you see fit to ascribe these relationships to. So we have your boundaries. I claim my right to set healthy boundaries, and I allow others to do the same. Sometimes personal space is taken, and sometimes it's given. And sometimes if you're on the subway, it's completely disregarded and shamelessly invaded. I guess it depends on the day. I just love these funny little sassy cards. But yeah, boundaries. And I think boundaries might be playing an important role in the shift in dynamics that you have in certain relationships. Not having firm enough boundaries, having too firm of boundaries, really examining what boundaries mean to you and trusting that what conclusion you come to is going to be what's right for you, at least in the moment and moving forward into the future. But the next thing coming up for you in relationships is reliability. I am reliable. Interesting, pairing that up with that little example I gave you about my brother's wedding photos. I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. This applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seemed small and insignificant and less reliable to me. The small things may have seemed small. So it might even be something small, but it means a lot to someone else. From now on, flaking is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factories. So this is you being reliable, being true to your word, being impeccable with your word, letting those in your life know what you'll do for them, and then actually following through and doing it. But of course, maybe drawing some boundaries and letting these people in your life know, hey, I can only do this much this week or this much this day, and that's just gonna have to be okay. And I think that's all I'm seeing for you, group number 3, but you will have to let me know below any thoughts you have, any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you, group 3. Yeah, you right there watching this. I see you. I really do hope to see you right here back at The Done Creative, and also over my live stream channel, The Done Creative Live, and my new Patreon. We are having so much fun over there. Links for both of those things are found in the description below, and we hope to see you over there. All right, bye.